Oh boy, oh boy. Hello there, welcome back to more Pokemon Emerald Legacy, you can just call me Stent. And welcome to what may in fact be a new segment on the channel. At least, this is just going to be a little test flight for it, see if it works out. POKéMON Day! Glad to see that you could drop in, though. Yeah, I just figured, because there were so many Pokemon games that I wanted to get through, and it was kind of chewing through all the games which I also wanted to stream, like Final Fantasy VI, for example. I figured just giving Pokemon its own slot was probably the smartest thing to do, so I'm just gonna see how it goes. The main goal here is to technically catch Jirachi, but I know there's a fair few other things I want to do first. Mainly, just to get it out of the way, so I'm not tempted to use the Master Ball. We're gonna be going out to Latias. Because Latias should still be floating around there somewhere, and we need to find them. And for this, we're gonna need something which is below level 30. Hopefully you... You keep saying hopefully you've all had a good week, and yet it's the start of the week, and honestly I'm kind of hoping this goes well, because it technically gives me a impetus to get up in the morning. It's like, oh boy, something I'm actually looking forward to on a Monday, who would have thought? I was just looking to see if I had anything in here was synchronized. Doesn't look like it. Honestly, I kind of want to bring out Camelot for this. Just as a sort of fun little cameo. I'm just going to put Metagross away for the time being. And I know the perfect place to start looking for Latias. It's fairly simple, really. All you need to do is go to Slateport. This music never gets old. Come out to this particular patch of grass. You can use your bike if you want to. We're gonna put on some super repels. We're gonna burn through these real quick. And just run through the grass for a little bit, see if Latias shows up. If not, then it's important to be below level 40 so this actually works. Just gonna keep doing this until the repel wears off. Because of course, Latias could theoretically be anywhere on the map. If it doesn't look like Latias are there, you just fly back to Slateport, which should reset it in classic roaming Pokemon fashion. I am definitely glad that they got rid of this feature. Technically speaking, yes, well, I want to use another. But yeah, roaming Pokemon. It's kind of weird that Latias became my favorite despite me never really liking roaming Pokemon. I think the worst instance of roaming Pokemon for me, weirdly enough, was actually Fire Red and Leaf Green. Because I ended up falling for that one trap, or should I say glitch rather, where I tried trapping Entei, and it used Roar, and for some reason in Fire Red Leaf Green, whenever a roaming Pokemon uses Roar rather, it just disappears off the map. And you'll never see it again unless you soft reset, and yeah, that happened to me, and I kind of was out of luck when it came to getting an Entei. Thankfully, I had Colosseum, so that wasn't too big of a deal. But needless to say, from that point on, it sort of became tradition for me to just save the Master Ball for a roaming Pokemon, just to save the trouble. I gotta say though, it's taking Latias a while to show up. Unless I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be still roaming around. Usually is at this point in the game. I was also admittedly thinking of putting out a poll at some point just to see what people would want me to stream for next, and obviously still thinking Rescue Team DX. Otherwise, Colosseum, another Romhack maybe, like Radical Red, or Maybe throw cassette beasts in there to be cheeky. We'll see. Because I've been playing a little bit more cassette beasts recently, and I kind of forgot how much fun I could have with that game. This feels like there's so much RNG-based issues in the Pokemon games that just aren't a problem in cassette beasts. Like, you don't have to worry about EVs or IVs. Shinies actually impact gameplay, technically speaking. It's kind of wonderful in a weird way. No. Actually, what am I saying? I just remembered. You can trigger wild encounters with the bunny hop. So it would be effectively a good way to just trigger wild encounters while minimizing the effect of your repels. Usually doesn't take this long though. It does also remind me, there's something that I need to go and collect back in Maulville once this is over. Really, now that the post-game is over, it's like a whole bunch of stuff has been opened up to us. Okay, let me just try again. In your own time, Latias. I know that you can be temperamental with these sorts of things, but we're kind of on the clock here. In your own time. Starting to think maybe I should have done this in advance. Also, don't mind me if I am a little quiet this particular stream, just it's been a long day's work. So it may not be on the most tip-top of form, though then again, if yesterday's stream was any indication, it's debatable whether I even have a top form. Because I will admit, in hindsight, that one was a little bit embarrassing. Just from how much I got lost when, realistically speaking, I didn't have to. I'm hoping at the very least, as it goes on, Chronicles will speed up a little, for lack of a better word. I'm definitely looking forward to some more Klonoa 2, actually, though due to some scheduling stuff on the Saturday, I'm thinking maybe pushing the Klonoa 2 stream forward to Friday, because I don't really have anything on the Friday, because the usual Pathfinder group is busy doing other things for the preparations for Bunny Day. It's kind of wild that it's came by so quickly, and I don't actually have any plans for it. And again, I kind of feel as though I don't really tend to make that many plans. In your own time, Lottie. Could have sworn it usually takes less time than this. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. At least I'm fairly certain this bunny hop thing is supposed to work. It has in the past. Unless there's something about Emerald Legacy in particular that I'm missing. We'll just see how long we can go at it, and if all else fails, we'll just do the trick house and get back to trying to catch Jirachi, because obviously that's where we left off last time, me trying and failing to catch Jirachi. Something which you could argue would have warranted using the Master Ball, but honestly, given some of the catch rates here, I kind of feel that multiple Master Balls is kind of a would kind of be beneficial. I think they mentioned something about extra Master Balls at Trainer Hill, so I think I might have to look into that. At least I'm fairly certain this is supposed to work. Unless I'm just getting really super unlucky. With just Latios just warping to everywhere on the map except where I actually currently am. I am definitely gonna miss going through here, though, mostly just because of the music. Come on, the incredibly... Yep. This is definitely the most riveting gameplay I've ever seen, just trying and failing to lure Latios out. Could have sworn this is supposed to work. I mean, I know that, it's kind of temperamental to use flight to try and reset it, but just in time for hopping. Yeah, we're just trying to find Latios. I mean, an alternative would probably just be to, just travel all the way through Fort Tree to Moorville and just hope that I run into it. Because at the very least, this is, at least how I remember trying to find it. You know what? It's been 15 minutes. We'll do the trick house. Maybe we'll get lucky there. You are being watched. Are you out the windows? In the drawer? Where could you possibly be hiding? It's a scroll. There you go. Ha! How did you know I concealed myself in this cupboard? You're sharp. I don't remember the voice yet. You've come to challenge my trick house, haven't you? That's why you're here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Consider your challenge accepted. Enter through the scroll here and let your challenge commence. I shall be waiting in the back. Still have no idea how he does that. Kinda wish I brought Metagross to this now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, hey, it's the gem challenge, except more advanced. Kind of feel compelled to put the EXP share on camera. If I can find it. I'm sure it's somewhere else. At least I'm hoping that it's somewhere else. Okay, I think I know what I'm supposed to be doing here. There. There, there. Now I can go that way. With this music, which almost slightly drives me mad. Not quite, though. Nah, we don't need repels in here. It's gonna be quite difficult as well with actually having access to sprint in here. Mostly just trying to avoid knocking into all the doors. At least I think this is supposed to be doors. Alright, let's see how strong the trainers are in here, because this is yet another area in which I neglected to go to in order to grind for levels. Like, look at this, 38. This would have been a perfect place to try to get levels while I was, post-Winona, I guess? Seems like the most likely place to come here to grind levels. And again, I suppose the battles in here wouldn't exactly be the most difficult. Ah. I do kind of feel bad for these all the trainers in here, though. Vibrava. Ah, yes, everybody's favorite Pokemon, Vibrava. Gotta love good old Vibrava. Am I right? Ah, so you go this way. Gotcha, game. That's a trick. All these rotating doors is just like being... I was gonna say going to the supermarket, but... most supermarkets I go to nowadays don't tend to have those. It's just straight up a whole bunch of doors, none of the rotating stuff, because I guess, crowding, I guess? I don't know. Mostly just see, foyer, usually with gardening supplies in it. Okay, full restore. I don't think I've ever gone to a place that has those rotating doors. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I just remember seeing them all the time going to supermarkets as a kid. Ooh, camera might actually be pretty good here. I'm gonna say that. Flame wheel? I'm sure that should be fine. Yes, there you go. Camrot's actually putting in his weight. It's just like old times, hey Camrot? I'm so sorry that I couldn't bring you throughout the rest of the playthrough. Of course, this just means it's a straight shot all the way to the end. There's one last train to go through. Get my bird Pokemon to fly over the wall. So what? These don't go up to the ceiling? Are you planning on cheating the Trick Master? The Trick Master does not easily forgive, my friend. He will sacrifice you to the spirits of fair play for your transgressions. You will be lucky to leave here alive. I could certainly imagine that sort of dark, ritualistic, cultist sort of angle with the Trick Master, considering how much of an ego he tends to have. Then again, it's kind of weird, actually. I kind of wish this whole Trick Master thing did come back in later games. Mostly just because I like these sort of puzzle segments. Imagine if Diamond and Pearl had one of these. I mean, obviously these aren't exactly the most difficult. I think the Trick Master is my life. See, look at this cultist stuff. Honestly, the hardest one so far has just been that quiz, mostly just because I brute forced the answers. You made it to me, you're sharp. It took me all night to install those doors. You're almost my equal in greatness. Fine, you've earned this reward. Ah, there's the magnets. So finally, I can make God of War the best electric type in the game. For real, for real. Let me just see if I can find it in here real quick. Kinda crazy to think that Pokemon trainers used to be Pokemon tamers with whips and all, while the series moved away from it. Yeah, it is kinda surreal thinking about it like that. Because... I guess just because they wanted to move away from any animal cruelty allegations, because... that didn't exactly stop Peter with Black and Blue. You remember Black and Blue, I certainly do. Only vaguely, though. How'd you know I could see myself behind this window? Alright, let's see what you got for your challenger. This is the one that... This is the equalizer. Oh, it's the Tate and Liza one, right. I'm guessing that in Ruby Sapphire this was different. Trickmaster always vanishes like smoke. How does he do it? I mean, seems to vanish more like a rocket into space. Ah, we actually got some tough opponents here. At least in theory. Alakazam and Bayonet. Here the intended Pokemon aren't utilities, but cute little friendo pets. Except when it comes to competitive, in which case they are basically just tools which you can sacrifice at any point in order to win the fight. I'm sure you've seen that countless times throughout showdown battles where they just, you know, just casually sacrifice one of their party members in order to get a clean switch into something. Nowadays, they're definitely pushing the pet boundary. Yeah, especially with the mascot Pokemon and the starters. I mean, well, I do say my favorite starter is Eevee. It is basically just a pet. To add for Pokemon parents. Ah yes, answering the real important questions about the Pokemon world. Do the humanoid Pokemon pay rent? It is kind of interesting though as to whether or not Pokemon actually have jobs though. Because I remember like in the second episode of the anime, you had all those Pikachu acting as the backup generator for the Viridian Pokemon Center. Do those Pikachu get paid? Do they get room and board? I mean, I assume most of them have just been caught from Viridian Forest, but still. Do all the Pokemon Centers have Pikachu backup generators? Do they all get paid? And I'm guessing there's certain cities where they don't exactly have that luxury. Masquerade, you fat cat. All you do is smoke and watch TV. I wasn't sure what to expect when thinking about just comparing Meowscarada to Garfield. I suppose it was only a matter of time. Yeah, I don't think Cameron's gonna do much against these two. It's kinda weird actually, it's like we're reliving the double battle against Tate and Liza. Down you go. Any more that come out? Oh, just you left. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll just nose laser you. Yeah, I have sort of wondered that when you see Pokemon acting as utilities in like the anime and stuff, as to whether they actually get paid or... I mean, obviously I doubt the Pokemon Company's really gonna go into that sort of commentary question mark, but it's still weird to think about if I do see so myself. Ah, we got more teleporters. Link to what? Let's find out. That poor girl is just trapped on that, trapped on this sliding thing for eternity. Okay, this is the exit. Now I may as well clear out this whole place. Oh no, it's a trap. It's awfully crowded. I must certainly imagine just being stuck here for eternity in just purgatory. It's almost like a Willy Wonka death trap. Oh, I just realized we're going up against the Wobbuffet. Alright, I'm just gonna yawn you real quick and, rock slide? Maybe keeping cameras out here isn't exactly the best call. I can read you like a book. Let's go Sceptile, actually. Of course it has Shadow Attack. Why wouldn't it? Oh, and Double Edge as well. Wow. That somehow didn't KO Camerupt. Yep, and you're just gonna be here constantly spamming Destiny Bond. My favorite. I'm just gonna get rid of that Gimecha real quick and, let's do some chip on Wobbuffet. I don't trust Destiny Bond. How it's just constantly able to spam it out. Because I know there was an issue with Gengar for the longest time back in like X and Y where it was super fast and could just spam out Destiny Bonds at low health. Just like, yeah, no. Just constantly just saying nope. Nope. Nope, you can't hit me. You can't hit me, otherwise you're going down with me. Okay, I think we're safe to just nuke it. Cooked. It's kind of weird, actually. I've never actually used Wobbuffet on a team, but then again, with the Counter and Mirror Code guessing game, it's, I know it's not exactly the most easy to master. Let's just get out of that cramped room. In here. Tropic Mail. Just getting all the mails around here, which makes me wonder whether how easy it is to get new ones. Alright, that one didn't seem too bad. Guess the next one's gonna be, notably tougher, though. Watched you... I mean, I get it's a psychic, but that just led me to think, how high are these walls? Are they just like waist ties? It's just like, like a Chuck E. Cheese sort of place? Weirdly enough, Chuck E. Cheese is the first place that came to mind. I'm also just thinking of those sort of, kids' day play area places with all the ball pits and the tunnels you go through and scrape your knees. I can't exactly remember what those are called, but I, earlier in the year when we went on holiday to, GM_houses, there was one of those there which had this, I don't want to call it zipline, one of those pulley things where you go into it and just, propelled around the room whilst being dangled from a wire. Hey, Vance. I was just trying to recollect what a lot of these, newfangled things are, which I never got a chance to... I never got a chance to, participate on. It's kind of a shame, really, because it looked like fun. This is another place that I feel I would have really enjoyed as a kid. I did used to go to one of those sort of places as a kid, but last time I checked it was converted into basically a Starbucks clone and then a Burger King last time I heard. It's kind of sad to think about, really. Just the loss of the innocence and whatnot. I think that's all there is to this, though. Trickmaster is huggable. Who is the most huggable, though? apparently busy becoming a member of Windsurfing. Oh, that sounds neat. Hopefully you have a lot of fun with that.
You made it to me? You're sharp. It took me all night just setting up arrows. You're my equal in greatness. Fine, you earned this reward.
Oh, nice, PP Max. Give him a big hug. Alright, now I think it's the last one. I kind of forgot that we had this... Why are you inquiring about that fact? And, you know, I was just like, oh yeah, this thing has polls, so let's look to see what happens when I do the polls. And obviously I know what the answer was going to be. I was just thought might be a little bit of a chuckle. Guessing he's just... Oh. For some reason I thought he was just going to be at the place he always was. This might be the one which flummoxes me. Where could he possibly be, I wonder? Oh.
How did you know I conceal myself beneath this cushion? So your challenge accepted.
I think this might be the last one. We'll see. I think I know what this is. Reshiram has a bit... Oh, it's the obligatory sliding puzzle. Yay! It's everybody's favorite from Gold and Silver. Honestly, this whole thing has sort of made me want to go back and give Crystal Legacy a proper shakedown on stream, because I did play through it on my phone before I figured that I didn't want to stream a lot more Pokemon games, and I had a surprisingly good time with it. It's like, wow, when you work out all the issues with Crystal, it suddenly becomes a great Pokemon game. Who would have thunk it? It's kind of funny as well, because I've heard people say that Crystal is arguably the perfect Pokemon game, at least of the classic formula. The only thing that it's really missing is Ampharos. I mean, obviously there's more inherent problems with Crystal aside from the lack of Ampharos, but for some reason that always stuck with me. Just like, one Pokemon. The absence of it just completely ruins an entire game. It's kind of weird. Okay, that actually hurts. I'm just thinking, it's been a while since I've actually used the rest of my team. Let's see how they fare. I call foul lies. Of course you're using full restore. Why wouldn't you? When I can't even use full restores myself. Oh, and light screen as well. Wonderful. Alright. Don't do that again. Thank you. Honestly, I'm just imagining going through Colosseum with this Sceptile setup, because it is, for the most part, pretty strong. Well, here's the scroll at the very least. And as you can see, I also got more Ultra Balls for later. So I have... Yes, I have some revives. Still got a fair few revives left over from the Elite Four. Kinda surprised how well that actually went. I mean, obviously you've probably heard my reaction just getting 2 crits on Cradley in a row. That just seemed borderline ridiculous in hindsight. I have also sort of been wondering as to what sort of Pokemon games I would want to stream in future, and as to whether or not I'd want to just stick with Gens 1, 2, and 3, because I feel, especially from a childhood standpoint, those are the ones which stand out to me the most. How many trainers have made it this far? So, do you just sort of stand in here for all of time? Are you even alive? I know that's sort of a silly question, but... Level 52, wow, actually getting up to Pokemon which might actually rival us in strength. I might actually have to switch out soon. You could do a Pokemon Infinite Fusion? I mean, I already did an Infinite Fusion playthrough ages and ages and ages ago, but I'm not entirely certain I was happy with it, especially by the end. So I might have deleted that stream a long time ago. I could go for it again at some point, though. I kind of want to go through some other games before that. Imagine being an elite level trainer making it this fun, being forced to stand around in one spot and wait. Yeah, it's just the Elite Four / champion mindset, am I right? Well, I suppose that's one way to bypass Intimidate. I guess that's sort of why they decided to try and, game has changed so much. Well, it would be interesting to go back to at some point, I suppose. Honestly, just... It's been so wild since Salamence evolved. It's like he's transformed to just being the dead weight of the entire party, to just becoming the king. I mean, I suppose that's only fair considering Salamence. I'm sure you get what I mean. Now, how exactly am I supposed to get to this confounded exit? Oh, I think I get it. Fun fact, you can join... You actually delete the streams? Yeah, I think I deleted the streams, unfortunately, so... Gives me an opportunity to go through it again at some point. I think maybe I just wasn't happy with a lot of my past streams. I mean, I say that. I probably wouldn't be happy with any of my streams, to be perfectly honest. But, yeah, I think especially with the Ethan fight, that ended up being borked in a half from what I recall. Honestly, sort of, this whole thing is sort of reminding me of that incredibly borked playthrough I did of Pokemon Pathways back in the day. It was definitely a lot of interesting concepts behind there, but I don't think the sheer amount of grinding required for that was necessarily my personal cup of tea. Had a fair bit of updates since last... Yeah. So I guess I have something to look forward to in that case. Oh, we're doing this, are we? Oh boy. I don't have anything... Oh, I hit anyway, nice. It's like we have the world's most obnoxious Starmie right here. Oh boy, I sure do love Minimize. This is my favorite mechanic. I still find it kind of baffling that, for me, the toughest fight in this entire game has just been that one instance with the love discs and the Feebasses. That just completely blindsided me. It was like the most devious strategy I've ever seen. It's like the most evil thing in this game. More so than the enemy teams. Speaking of which, I probably should go to Mount Pyre once we're done here. Sonic Twitter, both Japanese, really been egging on Unleashed stuff as of late. Ah. I do kind of find it funny considering they just they've all just straight up refused to unleash an release an official port of Unleashed, and it's just like a Trickmaster I love. It's like as soon as the fans do it for them, it's like, oh, suddenly we love Unleashed. Wow. So that makes me wonder if they'd give Chronicles the same treatment. You're sharp. It took me all night polishing floors. You're above me in greatness, possibly. What should I do? My fountain of ideas for tricks has run dry. Perhaps it is time I toured the country on a quest to devise new tricks. I hate to admit defeat, but you have bested me. Still, you must have been reeled in by my charisma for you to visit me again and again. Yes, you must have. But that has nothing to do with me losing. In recognition of the friendship between you and the driven and the genius that is myself, I demand of you take this rare and cherished Pokemon. Take good care of it. Oh, no way. No way, he just gives you an Eevee. Oh, you're still here. Wonderful. There's actually one more gift. A keepsake for your achievements. A red tent or a blue tent. Yeah, I was just thinking I was gonna get the red or blue tent. I wasn't expecting him to just give you an Eevee. That's awesome. New friend. I'm leaving on a journey of discovery. Ecomania. I mean, yeah, that's the whole thing about, the Trickmaster. He is basically an egomaniac. But yeah, just like I wasn't expecting Winona to give me a Togepi, I was not expecting the Trickmaster to give me an Eevee. Flary on my back. Oh, that just reminds me of the old stream I did of XG back in the day as well, where I tried and tried to make Flareon work. And he had all these chances and all these new moves given to him to try and make him the best he could possibly be, and he was still not that great. Especially when compared to the past times I played through XG and just had Umbreon just there with a shadow filter on him, just refusing to die. I kind of want to showcase that often if I ever do XG again. Honestly, that just performance and just sheer fortitude is just... must be the stuff of legend, just taking super effective shadow moves one after another. Just gonna check one more time to see if Latios is here. Guess not. Alright. Let's hit to Mount Pyre. Let's see if we actually can wrap up this whole Team Aqua and Magma storyline properly. Because I know that they're gonna have to return the orbs for you to actually have a chance of meeting Kyogre and Gordon later on. I remember that at the very least. It would be kind of awkward if I just run into Latios on the water here. I don't expect to. Oh! Is this him? Is this it? No, it's just... Thanks for ruining my day, Tentacool. There's patch of grass where I found my... patch of grass is where I found my first ever. Yeah, I could certainly imagine that something like that would have a whole lot of key memories. Am I right? Alright, get out of my face, Tentacool. It's blue, though. Yeah, I was gonna say Echidna, but that's Magikarp. Level 55. I kinda wanna keep camera up front, though, just in case we run into Latios. I mean, I doubt we will, but one can dream. Nothing we need in here, methinks. At least not yet. I don't know what it is, but something about Mount Pyre just sort of reminds me a fair bit of Mystery Dungeon. The kitties being adorable. Yeah, hearing a lot about, kittens in more recent times. Are they here? Why are they not here? It could be a human, it could be a Pokemon, perhaps nobody knows. I could have sworn that the Archie and Maxie would be here, but ah well. Guess it's time to stop fooling around. Would you consider playing through the Gen 1? Yeah, I would. Actually, I was quietly hoping that we would get a Fire Red Leaf Green Legacy as well, because just to sort of round out this whole collection of different things, though. That being said, I am also down for streaming Yellow Legacy, which is just this a quality of life improvement, just like we've seen here, but for Yellow. Might be actually interesting to just see, because a lot of the team options in Yellow Legacy have been considerably expanded. Because obviously in normal Yellow runs you just go Venusaur, Blastoise, Snorlax, Pikachu, Pidgeot maybe, or Lapras, depending. Generally your team doesn't seem to diverge all that much. Anyways, we're gonna try and catch Jirachi again. This may take a little bit, bear with me. Yes, Jack Black, we've already been through this. Already talked to you about crafting tables and crafting mines. There he is again. I can only guess this is a custom sprite, but it is quite convincing. Do you find it strangely personally enjoy playing for the clunky and broken mess Gen 1 as opposed to more modern Pokemon? I can sort of get that, because there is sort of that charm to it, and I suppose Theater of the Mind plays a little bit more of a role with regards to these earlier games, whereas strictly speaking with something... What Romhack is, it's Pokemon Emerald Legacy. It's basically just a quality of life improvement mod for Pokemon Emerald. Well, here we are again, Jirachi. I'm just gonna try strength. Please don't crit. Slacking. Why? I mean, you're not gonna lie, he did crit. He didn't crit. I'm hoping this time that'll go a little bit more smoothly compared to last time, because I do at the very least want to guarantee catching Jirachi this particular stream, even if I do fail to catch Latios and Latias. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You cannot be serious. I struggled so much last spot, and now I catch it in 2. Can you believe this? Jirachi is said to make wishes come true. While it sleeps, a tough crystalline shell envelops the body to protect you from enemies. Yeah, I had a feeling that would go. What a gloriously extraordinary event, Stan. To think we just witnessed the legendary Jirachi. The legends, the wishes, they all feel more real now, don't they? More than anything, it feels like a reminder just how vast and mysterious our universe is. It's kind of like the overworld in that way. Well, I must return to my research. There's so much to document and so many new questions to explore. Thanks, Stan, for everything. I'm sure we'll cross paths again soon. For now, I'm going to the Nether. Did you see that? Jirachi appeared right here. You know, the Space Center always believed this rock held a special meaning, and now I know why. As our rockets are going to fly, we'll really reach the stars. Although they look pretty far, I'm gonna find my own way. So yeah. I do kind of like how Jirachi is tied to the White Rock here, because there was always the theory that the White Rock and its being tied to wishes involved Jirachi in some way, possibly something to do with the amount of rockets which took off. Successful launch number 4. Oh yeah, that also reminds me. Let's have a... I think there's a vendor in here somewhere. Boggles them. Again, this guy is just constantly getting his mind boggled. It's kind of like the overworld and the never. I know that Minecraft does what. Alright, ever since I first played harass, for some reason I just got it into my mind that about the joke that Professor Verge is portrayed by Jack Black. I don't know why. I just always found that kind of funny. Mostly just back in the days when he seemed to be obsessed with octagons. Harness the power of the stars and watch your Pokemon evolve in ways you've never imagined. Yep. We got a Sun and Moonstone vendor finally. 10 out of 10 Ian Flynn dialogue. Of course, I learned from the master. We're gonna get, oh. Yeah, those are pretty expensive, aren't they? Yeah, we'll just get one of each for the time being. What does Jack Black have to do with this? I don't know, I just thought it was funny back in the day, and... well, hopefully it still is. Anyway, I always found these sort of imaginative headcanons and mannerisms back in the day. It's sort of refreshing to finally bring them forth, you know what I mean? Just having them trapped in my headspace for so long, it's like... let's see if we can actually try to make these funny for an audience, after thinking about how funny they supposedly are for so long. They're totally not gonna fall flat, honest. Alright, where are all these mails I need to drop off? I'm actually thinking now that this is out of the way, I could probably just dedicate some time to just grinding levels. Come, Sonic, show me what you're made of. I never... ah, yeah. I remember when we all got so worked up about oh, they referenced the thing. They did the thing. It's amazing, and it wasn't. It's kind of a shame I didn't get much chance to just mock a lot more of Ian's mannerisms in the Chronicles stuff, because it is still fun. Sonic Movie 3 was... I do definitely want to go for it again when it comes out on Blu-ray. Because I'm pretty sure I actually mentioned this before. There was the final battle sequence with Sonic and Shadow. Throughout all of it, I just had the biggest, dumbest smile on my face. Latina... oh yeah, they did include the Latina meme, didn't they? We can never escape it. I'm not sure how much I appreciate just most of the Sonic cultural stuff nowadays just being dedicated to memes, but I suppose at the very least they're more authentic, more done so laughing with the series as opposed to at it. Sonic Twitter when Sonic says a thing he also said in a... yep. It's that Picasso painting, basically. Well, the champion of Hoenn in my shop, what an honor. As the region's champion, you deserve something truly special. This upgrade will allow you to switch between Mach and the Acro Bikes onto the fly. Speed or tricks, now you can have both anytime, anywhere. With the Acro Bike, you can now jump over ledges too. Yes! Yes! Consider it a token of appreciation for showing everyone that Rydell's bikes are the choice for champions. Go ahead and give it a try. Remember, it's not just a bike, it's a Rydell. Yep. As opposed to the option of just switching between Mach and Acro bikes. Well, that's nice. It actually has a little sound effect to go with it. By pressing the R button, you can just switch between both of them on the fly. Oh, yes! Yes! This is the most cathartic thing in the world! Oh, this feels so good to do after suffering through Silver Trench back at... the Whirl Islands. I keep getting them mixed up. The Whirl Islands back in Silver. I am the happy. More eggs. Because, yeah, I have been doing a little bit of breeding off screen, mostly just for, my own reasons. Oh my god, revolutionary. Yes, finally! It will change the world. Not entirely certain as to why I'm doing this. Guess just hoping that I might run into Latias. You know what? Given the time. Given the time. I think it's high time we do the funny place. We're not gonna do anything there, but it's just the big post-game area for Emerald. A revolutionary bike tech in Poké. I lost track. Here, of course, we got Stern. Now, during our expedition, you gather more than enough sample of deep sea tooth and deep sea scales. I've noticed you took only one last time we traded. It would be a shame you couldn't make the most out of your discoveries. Here, take this. It's the item you didn't choose. Please consider it a token of all the fact. Alright, neat. So you could just get it. Get a Gorbis as well. And you can also buy deep sea tubes and deep sea scales. This is amazing. So you can have more than one. And something on the guy in the weapons said abnormal weather has been reported all over the place. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. But first, let's go on the boat. Hello, are you here for the ferry? May I see your ticket? Flash the ticket. And just the ticket, nothing else. Where would you like to... I've been doing a little bit of reading off screen. Shush. Shush you. Quiet you. Will it be worth it? Well, hi. Stand. Something's come up, so I'll have to disembark, but I'm glad to see you. Congratulations, League Champion. There's a place I'd like to invite someone like you. It is the Battle Frontier. What's the place like? You'll understand when you see it. I've spoken with the ship's captain about this. The next time you take a ferry, you should be able to sail to the Battle Frontier. Okay, Stent, I'll wait for you. Oh my god, make the cat. Relative to the time you don't need to do that. We created on a Maridon ages ago. Aye. Yeah, I definitely don't regret giving Big the Duke Nukem voice. I was just like thinking, what are these sort of quirky voices I can do for a lot of the characters? And so far, I feel as though I haven't missed, which is kind of weird. Because we got like, technically OVA Sonic, or what is supposed to be OVA Sonic, Scottish Tails, Dan Green Knuckles, Keanu Reeves Shadow. I forget the voice actress for Rouge. I'll have to check. Whatever. Harley Quinn Amy, British Cream, Duke Nukem Big, and now Arnold is Omega. I kind of felt I was grasping at straws on that one, and I'm kind of glad that one worked out. It's like the one thing that salvaged that scream. Kathleen Delaney, that was it. Voice actress that has a saxophone following her everywhere. Ah, yes, I remember. It's kind of a shame I don't have a sound. Don't have a I was gonna say sound box. You know, the things where you have soundboard. That was it. I don't have a soundboard because otherwise I would have just added the saxophones in there. It's just one of the defaults. I do sometimes wonder what I'd put on a soundboard. Oh, hey, it's Chansey. Hurrah, free XP. Technically, it is a sound box. Shush. Yep. We are suddenly glad the UV light isn't in this game, otherwise you'd just see Chanseys everywhere. Oh, and Persian. It's like we're getting all the new Pokemon out in force now. And I suppose that makes sense, given we are supposed to be in the post-game with all the National Deck stuff. You know, I should probably bring Metagross out for this. Look at Metagross back there, oh, just level 52, little baby. Come on, you got the amulet coin, let's, go find some more people to fight around the world. Are your friends strong? Depends what you mean by friends, my man. My good man. Oh, and of course he has a this really feels like a reference to the SSN now that I think about it. Just an old man on a ship with a Growlithe. I don't know, it just seems right if that makes any sense. Come on, Metagross, you can tank a flamethrower. Okay, you really can't. Poor Metagross, man. I wanted to give him the best chance I could, and yet he's still struggling against Growlithe. I know that was a crit, but still. Oh, and Extreme Speed. Wonderful. Just what I needed. Get out of here, you. Get out of here. Oh, and Arcanine as well, because of course it is. You know, I'm kind of surprised that Arcanine wasn't the fire type they went with for this remaster instead of going with Rapidash. Then again, I suppose Arcanine is sort of the fan favorite. Heck, I remember back when I did XG, Arcanine was arguably a better fire type to use than Flareon. Mostly just because of the utility of Intimidate and Morning Sun and Will-O-Wisp. I feel like sort of underappreciated for the longest time just how good Arcanine is. I suppose just because for the longest time I never really had access to Fire Red, so I never really got a chance to use Arcanine. Instead I got Ninetales, which, you know, Ninetales is fine. But it would be nice to use Arcanine at some point. Back on your feet, Metagross. We're not finished yet. I am sort of running short on potions. It's gonna be quite... I was going to say it's gonna be quite awkward, but of course we can't use these in battle, so... I reckon certain legendary fights as we go on are gonna be quite awkward. Hi, I'm not acting suspicious. Here, you can have this for free. Honestly, I didn't snatch it from someone. I would do such a thing. It's clean. You could use it. I never really to see many opponents using Snatch outside of Colosseum. Welcome aboard, Stead. They made me honorary captain of the SS title. You may call me Captain Briny now. You know, I've retired once before when I saw this majestic ship. Let me just say it stirred something in me sleeping soul as a sailor. It reminded me when I got me first dollar. Working as a cabin boy on the St. Anne when it capsized. I don't know where I'm going with this, SpongeBob. Me hearty, me lad. Yeah, it's been so long since I've watched SpongeBob. I mostly just know it for level 52 Tauros. With rest. Good to know. Once again, slightly lower talking. Would you also be able to stream more obscure Sonic titles like some of the... I was actually thinking that, to be perfectly honest with you. Because I figured that I'm probably gonna run out of Sonic titles to stream in eventually, so may as well be good to get a head start. But that being said, I don't actually have that much experience with the Game Gear games. Mostly just recall playing them on the Adventure DX collection and not really getting all that into them. Mostly just because back in the day I mostly just appreciated games having save features. So, we'll see, we'll see. Oh, Sunflora. I remember you in Grand Coliseum. I remember you just having desolate land for some reason. Was it? I don't know, I remember some variation of Sunflora having desolate land for some reason. Along with being a grass fire type, which Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that wasn't the case, just to have some floor be something interesting. I mean, I could only imagine the Sonic Game Gear titles not exactly taking that long to stream. I will admit I am quite interested in giving Sonic 1 and the Game Gear a fair shake now, because I feel in terms of the Game Gear games, that was the one I played the most. I suppose it is a bit of a cultural touchstone as well, especially in Brazil. It is kind of surreal just thinking about just the contrivance of the events that led to Sonic becoming this massive cultural icon in Brazil, alongside the likes of Dragon Ball. On the subject of SpongeBob, I'm going for the older series and the amount of layer jokes. Just get the machine gun out, actually. Yeah, I do sort of imagine it's sort of like The Simpsons in that way, where the earliest seasons are still fantastic, and then there's the sense that once you get to the movie for each of them, you can just sort of stop. And then again, with regards to The Simpsons, it's probably earlier than that. Because I know it's like, I think, the first 6 or 7 seasons, which you usually go through The Simpsons, and then you just sort of do the movie, and then that's that. It's been a little bit. Oh, you're doing all the baby Pokemon, aren't you? Okay, that's kind of adorable. So let's see, Togepi, I'm guessing you're gonna have an Elekid and a Smoochum and an Igglybuff and a Peach. Oh no. Metagross, I'm sorry! I was a fool! Okay, we're fine. I will admit I still kind of wish that they buffed the citrus and orange berries. Okay, maybe not the orange berries, but mostly just the citrus berries so they worked like they do in the later games where they heal half. It's so weird just coming back here and just seeing this so many Pokemon use the citrus berries and then not being all that good. Yep, there's Smoochum. This is probably the easiest one of the bunch for me. It's super weird as well, because I remember Smoochum just being like super good in Mystery Dungeon. Particularly the older ones. Oh, Cleffa. I figured I was missing one. I thought you were gonna go for Igglybuff, but I guess Igglybuff is already in the Pokédex, so let's see your last one. Oh, Tyrogue. Yeah, I suppose it's pretty neat just seeing all the baby Pokemon that weren't in the Hoenn Dex. Just a sort of nice way of filling out your portfolio, I suppose. What kinds of Pokemon I get to see on the next... Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna do the contest at some point, aren't I? I don't really have a lot of good memories of the contest, so you'll have to bear with me. Stealth section real quick. There we go, there's the leftovers. Only question is, who do we put them on? I'm thinking for the time being Metagross. You know, I'm feeling we're sort of getting to the point where I kind of feel we are beyond rollout at some point. I mean, it's obviously saved my bacon in the early game, but I think we're getting to the point where rollout is sort of outlived its usefulness. So it sort of leaves me to wonder what sort of moves I should put in Azumarill as well. Naturally with the Ice Beam. Oh, there's Poliwhirl. Looking weird as usual. Oh, Belly Drum. Thanks for making this easier for me. It is kind of weird just seeing how good Belly Drum can be when you play your cards right. Yeah, it really just feels as though all the Pokemon here are just the All just here to fill out your national decks. How did Metacross survive that? How did you survive that? You know what? I'm scared. I'm switching to Sceptile. I'm scared. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Have a fake out. It's nice actually coming across a trainer that doesn't use potions or full restores. And it's him, it's the doctor. He's in the house. I'm not sure I want to say the name of the doctor, but if you know, you know. That's Boogie. I'm just thinking I'm not sure I'm allowed to make that joke. It's kind of a shame as well, because I do definitely like Hitmontop. Just feel it's just been a long time since I've used it. Mostly just Coliseum, really. There he is, just spamming agility like a madman. Time for you to stop spinning. I would admit, I'm not entirely certain as to where they came up with the concept of Hitmontop, considering Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan were supposed to be based off of martial artists, and then you just got Spinning Top. I never got that, just... It's definitely inventive, and I definitely appreciate it, but... How did they get from one to another is what I'm wondering. Alright. Found one dog tired to clean up this huge place. Let's have a quick battle. Fine by me. It's gonna be interesting going back for all the areas and just finding all these Pokemon which are now available. Yeah, for area. Oh, there's Poliwrath. It's so nice still having attacks hit Metagross that do hardly any damage. Ah, so that's what Hitmontop is based off of, right? Yeah. Alright, that makes sense. There he is, this is the monkey before he became a ghost and murdered everybody in Scarlet and Violet. So weird just how insanely powerful Annihilate became. Now, I do definitely like Primate, it's just... power... Excuse me, power creep. To the nth degree, me thinks. Anything down here? Nope. Always gotta look in the trash. Oh, I guess we're just, we're done here. I didn't even get a chance to sleep in my plush bed. Okay, never mind. Thank you for sailing with us. We're here in Lily Cove. Alright, let's have... You know what? I kind of feel like I want to save Battle Frontier for another time. I kind of want to just dedicate the rest of the stream now to finding Latias. It's what I set out to do, and... Oh wait, I just remembered the other thing I wanted to do. I knew there was something. You know what? Considering all the spread moves that I got on my team, I'm thinking maybe Protect on a Azumarill would be a good idea. It's gonna give him the I should probably have Fish Out the Never Melt Ice at some point. Because right now... Let's go gambling! Except not really. Time to spend an outrageous amount of money on Ice Beam. Yes, still a ridiculous amount. Special price just reported from afar off reaching room for the first person to reach 999. Oh, I think I know what that is. You know, classic 999 coins at the game corner. What could it possibly be, I wonder? Time for me to burn all my money. All of it. Yes! Burn all the money! Alright, we're not gonna have enough to get, whatever Pokemon this is. I wonder what it could possibly be, but, yeah. I'll just get an Ice Beam. It's gonna be real awkward if we can buy this at some of a point. That's fine, I could probably just, buy some more coins at some point. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. Oh, I only have one Ice Beam. Alright, let's teach it to Azumarill. It's about time we had an Ice-type move. Goodbye, rollout. It's been fun. And protect along with it, because we're gonna need some protection, methinks, because we're going into a fair few doubles. It's gonna be a shame getting rid of that. Maybe I'll get Double Edge instead? And we'll see. Let's go pick up the Neverbelt Ice. Feels like there's so much to do still, I'm not sure where to start. Mailbox. Item storage. I don't think we're gonna need the Shell Bell. There it is, there's the Neverbelt Ice. We're definitely gonna need this. Actually, that reminds me, let's check on Jirachi, see how bad this particular Jirachi is. I say that because of something which will become more apparent as we go on. It would be nice if we could get a good Jirachi. But let's see. Jirachi. Quiet. That's not terrible. The stats kind of are, though. And yeah, it only has Psychic, Helping Hand, Refresh, and Rest. It's kind of weird, because Jirachi is arguably one of the better Pokemon in the game. Just from sheer versatility. I mean, it's not quite as good as it is in, like, Gen 4 or something, but still pretty good. Let's have a look at Eevee. Oh, it's an adamant nature. So I guess I got no choice but to evolve it into... You know what? Let's do it right now. Let's just do it and see what happens. It's adamant nature, so we may as well. I'm sure I got some Firestones in here. Yeah, I got a Firestone. Yeah, let's just get Flareon real quick. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy of seeing your favorite useless floof. Actually saying that, I think Flareon's stats got reworked. I think that's sort of a common theme throughout all the Legacy games. Eevee evolved into Flareon. Yeah, let's just check its Pokédex entry real quick. There he is, Floof. Yep, it is certainly fluffy. And yeah, its special attack, it now has a base special attack of 110. It looks to me as though its special attack and special defense have been swapped. Actually, let me just check real quick Flareon's real stats. Just to be sure. Because I think it's, yeah. From the looks of it, its special attack and special defense have just been swapped. Meaning that, for once, Flareon can actually make good use of its fire attacks. At long last. It's like such a small change, but I feel it just makes a world of difference. It's just a shame that Flareon doesn't really get any moves to back it up, though. It would be nice if it got Calm Mind, just so it can at the very least try to be a discount Entei. Because, realistically speaking, there's not really any reason for you to use Flareon at all instead of Entei. Which is kind of sad. Hey Jonesy, it's been a while. We just got a floof. We just got the fire floof. Look at this, look at the floof. Say goodbye to the floof. It's probably gonna be the last you're gonna see of them. Because now, we have some trainers we have to fight. I figure this would be a good, thing to wrap things up, because of course, we got a whole bunch of rematches to go through. Yay! Starting with the Roxanne. I'm not entirely certain how this is gonna go, but I have Metagross and I have Azumarill, so I think this is... Surely it can't go that badly. You know, I have Slacking as well, we should be fine. Alright, Roxanne, I'm here. I'm sure we've experienced many battles since we last met. I'd like to see how much better we've become. Let us battle again. Let's see what you got, Roxanne. I think I'm ready for you. Relicanth and Armaldo. Level 55. Not the worst matchup I could possibly imagine. Especially since I have super effective moves. Bye-bye, Armaldo. Yes, got the attack boost. We're good. I am very confident in our chances. Yeah, there's Cradley. I will laugh myself to space if I crit Cradley a third time. I know it's not gonna happen, but yeah, Relicanth survives. And I'm guessing it has Rockhead. Oh, it doesn't have Rockhead. That's a surprise. Alright, let's swap over to Salamence. Just so Relicanth gets the attack drop. I know, but it's probably a bad idea to bring Salamence out against these guys, but I'm confident it is Salamence. Okay, it wasn't a crit. But I did get another attack boost. We're golden. I'm not entirely certain if there's anything Roxanne can do against Metagross. Well, there's Rhydon, which may prove a threat. Alright, that's still a respectable amount. I'm just gonna keep going. Keep going. Can we go free for free, Metagross? Can we go free for free? Can you get a third attack boost? Let's see what... Okay, last Pokemon. Yeah, there's Nosepass. Of course there is. Can we go free for free? Oh no. Yeah, let's just double team it. I kind of feel bad for Roxanne, to be honest. It just feels as though I just had the answers to all of her questions. It's kind of a shame as well, because I do like Rhydon.
skills are very impressive. As a token of my admiration to commemorate this battle, I would like to give you something rare. Ah, the old amber, so you can get Aerodactyl. Sweet. It's funny as well, because I remember that Aerodactyl is supposed to be really good in this game. Just super fast, and, I think... Oh yeah, there was a whole, gimmick of it just using Sleep Talk and Whirlwind. I remember that strat, where you just, swap Aerodactyl into the sleeping move, and then you just use Sleep Talk to use Whirlwinds, which don't have -6 priority, and just sweep away the competition into all your layers of spikes while they're unable to do anything. That was fun. Alright, let's go fight Jason Griffith again. I think for this I'm gonna want Salamence up front and Gardevoir. You know what? Metagross and Gardevoir, let's go with that. Because Metagross is obviously still a Psychic type. Let's see what Brawly has for me next. A wave may draw back, but it always returns to the shore. A giant wave of talent like you. I knew you'd return. Just show me how much higher you've gone. I'm beginning to slip on my Jason impression, I'm sorry. Whatever. Hitmonchan and Breloom. Feels like would have been the perfect matchup for Salamence, but can't win them all, I suppose. Let's hope I outspeed. Well, there goes Breloom, so hopefully it doesn't get a Spore off. I'm at least assuming it has Spore. Good old Poliwrath, good old Chuck representation. Agility? What are you planning on doing with that? I just remembered Hitmonchan has surprisingly good special defense. And now let's just keep going. Let's see how much damage Thunderbolt does, actually. Electabuzz giving the Thunderbolt! Oh, that ain't good. I'm just sort of imagining, instead of, the user hitting itself in Confusion, what if Confusion just made your, Pokemon do a random move instead? I thought at the very least that'd be, a lot less irritating, because at the very least your Pokemon's doing something. Yeah, good old Primeape. Oh, you. You. And my Synchronize doesn't even go off because it's already sleeping. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, and it's using Bulk Up as well. Wonderful. Come on, Metagross. Yes. Alright, just 2 more left. Good old Hariyama. I'm wondering. I'm kind of nervous because I know what I usually want to do, but... Oh. Better idea, actually. Let's go into Azumarill. You'll see why in a second. Yes, bulk up all you want. And of course I guard against the cross chop. That Primate's probably going to be the destroyer of worlds in a minute, but first let's try this. I finally get to use this technique. Yes, sit there all you want just setting up. It's not gonna save you from this! Oh, the look on your face. This was such a good idea, giving Metagross Explosion. Wow, swamped again. Oh, Stan, that was an intense match. You got some serious power behind those moves. To honor your strength, I want you to have this brick piece. It's a fragment of an ancient relic, just like the determination you've shown in our battle. So, the brick piece. Also introduced in Crystal Legacy, it's effectively the new evolution item for him on top, I believe. Let's have a look at it. I mean, obviously it would have to be something special. I've always wanted to use this comic. Yeah, that just reminds me of the last time I played through Pokemon Blue, where I just used Explosion on the champion's Charizard, because it's like I sent my Exeggutor out against his Charizard, and he managed to tank the Fire Blast, where I think missed, and then it just blew up in his face. It was like the most satisfying end to a champion run I've ever seen. Alright, let's go find Watson next. This one is gonna make me nervous, because I don't necessarily have a ground type counter. The bronze brick. Ah yes, to go with the brick bronze. I have heard a lot of stuff about brick bronze, but I can't remember as to whether it's Roblox or Minecraft, but regardless, I'm not 100% certain as to whether or not I'd want to stream through that, unfortunately. Obviously, Azuma's not going to be much help against Watson, so we'll just do our best. Haha, here at last! I know what you want. You want to battle my Pokemon! I'll make sparks fly for you. Don't say I didn't warn you. That's not the voice I did for Watson in the past or whatever. I kind of forgot what I did last time. Alright. Raichu and Lantern. Probably just trying to go for misdirection tactics, or at the very least just having a good counter. Have a Quake. It was Roblox. I know it was one of those. Here's hoping that slacking is enough to just carry us through this. Well, there goes Raichu. And poor old Lantern. I've never actually had a chance to use Lantern in the past. Kind of a shame, because I definitely like Lantern's design. Next. Good old Jolteon, obviously. Super used to seeing that in the Battle Pyramid. I think main Netrig is the bigger threat here, weirdly enough. Slacking's all around. It's kind of weird they're not just going for the Thunder Wave strats. Just like last time, where they just kept spamming Thunder Waves. Where's that this time around, Watson? You given up and just went for high-hitting electric attacks? What is this? Honestly, at this point, I'm kind of wondering whether I should just give God of War skill swap. Nintendo took it down anyway. Oh. I think they might have, actually. Yeah, that does sound familiar. 55. I think we're at the point where they're just not going to learn any more moves. Intellectables, yeah! He's going to hit you with the Thunderbolt! He's going to go... I don't know why, just... That one critical video about Electabuzz has just been living in my head for years now. Just Electabuzz doing the... It's funny as well, because I fondly remember the end that episode it came from, Showdown in Dark City. You know what, let's just, go whole hog. Get it with the nose laser. Only 2 Pokemon that time around, crazy. As a token of my appreciation to commemorate this electrifying battle, I want you to have something special. Ah, the upgrade. Pretty nice. suppose it's fitting considering I think, the I don't know what it is, but I think the Pokemon that we can get in the game coin right now for 9999 coins. I don't know what it is. I think it just might be Porygon. Just a funny feeling. Alright, let's go fight Flannery next. Obviously, this is going to be Azumarilla's time to shine once again. I say that, but she's probably going to be calling on the sun again, isn't she? Ah, well. Just bring Azumarill to the front. Slacking's just going to get all the experience this time around. He's having a very good day. Now it's time for me to remember the key sequence of events to get over to her, which isn't that way, to this way. Just follow the path of disgruntled trainers. You'll get there eventually. It's like following the path of bodies, except they're still alive. I think it's this one. Okay, it wasn't that one. Now I gotta do it all over again. If only I could use the bike in here and just skip that. Skip this whole thing, but there's a time and a place for everything. I think I know where I'm going now, at the very least. And I think it's this way. No, it's not. Ah, I was so close. It's weird, with how many times I played through this, you'd think I'd remember. Now I do, though. And this one... Okay, now we're finally here. Losing a battle isn't going to deflate me. I love Pokemon, I love to battle, and I love this gym. Let's exchange super hot moves in another battle. Alright, let's see what you got this time for me, Flannery. Looking forward to it. Don't worry, I don't have rollout this time. Ah, that's new. I guess she really is just going whole hog into this sun thing. You know, I'm just gonna, Quake to try and get rid of Macargo. Because obviously, it's now technically resistant to water. Because of how magma armor now works. Part of me really just kind of loves that change, to be perfectly honest. It's like it tried so hard to make Macargo good, and it's still not. Yeah, there's good old Camerupt already. Oh, going for the sleep powder. That's interesting. Thought for certain you'd go for a grass move, but have an ice beam instead. On me. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, there's the solar... Oh, and attract as well. Yeah, I don't think Slack is going to do much good here anymore. Right, swapping out to Salamence, I think. I don't know, the attack drop is always useful. I reckon Salamence is also going to do well against Norman, now that I think about it. Just because of Brick Break. There you go, Blossom. Part of me kind of wishes they kept the fact that Solar Beam is a 2-turn, is base 180 power here, but I guess that because there is Sun, I guess they figured base 180 power for that is a little much. Well, there's good old Magmar. It's always nice to see good old Magmar or Boober. still funny to me, just his Japanese name is literally just Boober. Hey, they said it, not me. Have a surf. Guessing this is not gonna do much. Yeah, not gonna do much against Magma. Then we're getting up to the point. Well, there he is. This Masuda's favorite. Let's swap out for God of War. Actually, should help against Charizard. Always going. Already just going for the swords dance. This is good. This is horrifying. Because I know that Charizard with Swords Dance generally just means a lot of bad stuff on the way immediately in my... Just get out of here, Charizard. We've seen enough of you... Oh, no. Oh, yes. Your folly. Your folly. Here you are, continuing to try to set up, and it became your downfall. Perish! Honestly, I kind of love it when that happens. Just punishing enemy trainers when they get too greedy like that. Alright, let's switch back into Salamence, because I don't trust anything that Torkoal is about to do. Have another Intimidate on... Oh, it has Might Smoke. Oh. Surely you can take a Fire Blast, Salamence. Yup. Alright, let's see who else you have on your back. Wait, oh, it's just Torkoal now. Well, that's kind of sad. But you know what? You know what? Let's bring Metagross back out here and do it again! Your defenses mean nothing! Oh, never mind. Never mind, never mind, I don't... Salamence doesn't... Metagross doesn't go boom today. On the verge of eruption? Your skills truly blaze with intensity, Stent. To celebrate this fire battle and to show my respect, I have something special for you. Oh, heck yeah, Sacred Ash. You embody the spirit of rejuvenation. Here I was just thinking, alright, re-challenging the trainers gives you all these awesome items. What's Flannery gonna give you? I mean, I suppose it's thematically accurate, just, I'm not sure how to feel about it, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I guess it is mostly consumables they're giving me, when it's not Pokemon. Whatever, let's go fight Norman. Norman? Norman? You're supposed to be looking out! My voice can't go that high, I'm sorry. It's a shame. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Sceptile and Salamence for this, just to go for double dragons, which honestly seems like one of the better leads I could go here. Just fake out and intimidate, just... It's like two Pokemon which do the job of Arcanine. Except I don't think Arcanine actually comes with fake out. Ah, well. Hello, Father. Stent, I had a feeling you would come. I would never refuse to accept a challenge from you. You do understand, don't you? Inside a gym, it doesn't matter whether we are a parent or a child. No, because we are parent and child, we owe it to each other to do the best we can, isn't that right? Double Dragon Dream Hands. Well, I suppose that's one way of putting it. Let's see what you got. Oh, going for the full Hoenn setup, I see. Alright. Apalm and Standler. Honestly, I'm more worried about the Standler, so I think... Oh, it has Intimidate as well. Oh. That sort of throws a spanner in the works. No matter. Let's... I think I'm strong enough to deal with that Apalm. We'll see. Because I know it's probably just here to do silly things. Like just sit there abusing berries. Oh. Was that a mistake? I don't know, it just sort of feels as though, in this situation that they'd used the appropriate berry for the nature. It sort of feels like a mistake. Whatever, we got our crits up. Attack drops mean nothing now. Oh, so I guess they really are going for the full Johto, effect. Oh, this... Reflect, you fool! You fool! You fell for my trap! You made it all the way here, now you'll die here. Yeah, just generally speaking, Brick Break deals with Reflect and Light Screen. Goodbye. Alright, next. Okay, we're getting into the Hoenn Pokemon now with Exploud. Part of me really wishes I had Leech Seed right now. Whatever. I think I can afford to leave Exploud alone for a little bit just to get rid of this Porygon. Crit certainly helps. Alright, what's Exploud gonna do? Well, there's his Giraffrig again. Oh, going for the confusion. Well, at the very least, that means I can switch out. It's kind of weird. There just seems to be a general theme of confusion with Norman's team this time around. Kind of strange. Whatever. Oh, you're just gonna keep doing that? Oh, come on. You would have thought at the very least you'd have Person Berries for this. Alright, whatever. Let's just try it. Come on, Azumarill. And now it's down to Metagross. Fight through it. Fight through the confusion. Damn it! This is what I needed. You know what? I'm just gonna keep going until it snaps. Until it breaks. I'm sorry, Azumarill. Can you tank a Thunderbolt? Yes, you can. Come on, Metagross. No! Oh, and Overheat is... Oh, you're kidding me. What was that? Alright, you know what? Azumarill, get out of there. This was a dreadful mistake. You're not getting off any more teeter dances on my watch. Alright, let's just get rid of you real quick. As in really quick. Down you go. And of course, good old slacking. Should have known I'd see you here. Also, that giraffe rig is starting to concern me. I think it's high time we did something about it. Come on, Crunch, I'm banking on you. Hey. Let's see what else you add to that slacking. Okay, just facade. Oh, you're kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. You know what? Fine. Fine. We'll do this your way. See how you like it. Oh, Subtle actually is faster. Bye-bye. Maybe that was going too hard. I must say, you continue to surpass my expectations. As a father and gym leader, I'm proud of the trainer you've become. To commemorate this hard-fought battle, I'd like you to have this. Oh, heck yeah, the lucky egg. It should aid you on your future journeys. Oh, it certainly will, finally. We have a means of getting proper EXP yields. Because of course, the lucky egg increases the EXP yield you get during a fight. This is the perfect birthday present, Father Norman, thank you. I'm gonna call him Father Norman just like he's a priest or a cult leader. Which actually are two different things. And I think after that, I kinda wanna go back to trying to hunt Latias. So, if you'll excuse me. It's nice to see that at the very least Metagross is finally caught up in levels. Okay. I'll be honest, I kind of feel I have to look up what to do next in all honesty, because obviously there's the battle frontier. Obviously there's all these new Pokemon out and about in the wild which I need to collect, and alongside that, all the legendaries which may or may not be in this game. Still have to worry about those. Still certain this is supposed to work. Depending on how well this works, I may end up having to try and catch Latios off stream, unfortunately. Kind of a shame, because I was hoping that I'd find it on here. You know what? Actually, enough about that. I'm probably not gonna do that, actually. Just, probably just make the hunt for Latios a recurring thing on stream. Just like, will we find it this week? Yay or nay? But I think I'm probably just gonna do this to play out the stream in all honesty, because we did the main things I wanted to do at the very least, aside from find Latios, which is mostly just, beat all the gym leader rematches again, and catch Jirachi. Those are the main things I wanted to do, and we've done them. I'm sure this is supposed to work. Yes, use another repel. In your own time, Latios. Wait, what am I saying? I probably should have just gone in here. This would probably be easier.
I don't even need to go down to Slateport for this. I mean, I suppose the easiest way to do this is if you're doing something else in the meantime. Feels as though now I'm just sort of getting back into the groove of it, you know what I mean? At least in Furry. I don't know though, it just feels as though... Feels as though I should have run into her already. Hop, hop, hop. Yep. Just doing nothing but hopping for the rest of the stream until we find Latias. So we're still yet to find Latias, and I want to just get this out of the way real quick before we continue. I remember this being quite reliant on... Oh! There she is! There you are! Finally, I found you! It wasn't a waste after all! At long last, Latias! It's so good to see you again, my friend. Get in! 1, 2, 3... And that's Latias out of the way. They make a small herd of only several members. They rarely make contact with other people or other Pokemon. They disappear, they sense enemies. Well, you got that right. There's Latias. Let's go check how bad this Latias is, because... I mean, to be fair, it can't be worse than the first Latias I caught back in Sapphire, which is like 4 0 IVs. Which is kind of like the major downer for me, because... I cherished that Latias since my first copy of Sapphire, and now I got told, oh, this Latias is terrible. Careful, me. Ah, that's not... I mean, it's only slightly worse, theoretically, than my first Latias. Still not that great, though, but at the very least, we got Latias. I just kind of wish there was a means for you to actually be able to change natures in this game. It's like, I want to use all these Pokemon in the battle frontier, and yet they're not all that great in terms of IVs and natures. Like, the only really good one here, theoretically, is Regirock. And that's just going by his nature, but... regardless, that's pretty much all I wanted to go through this time around. Next time, I'll have to figure out what I want to do next, because I'm sure there's still a fair bit for us to do. But until then, thank you for tuning in to what turned out to be a pretty fun stream. Honestly, kind of looking forward to trying out more Pokemon days, making this a proper thing. But until then, thanks for tuning in. Take care. Bye-bye.